Welcome to Psychways, where we explore the intersection of psychology and academic success on our YouTube channel, Study for Success, The Art of Mind. Your guide on this journey of self-discovery. Join us for practical tips, expert insights, and the latest in psychological research to enhance your study skills, memory, and overall mindset. Subscribe now to unlock your full potential and study for success with us. Cognitive psychology is the study of how people perceive, learn, remember, and think about information. Cognitive psychology is the science of how we think. It's concerned with our inner mental processes such as attention, perception, memory, action planning, and language. Each of these components are pivotal in forming who we are and how we behave. Let's go through a brief about cognitive psychology. One of the most puzzling facts for humans over the centuries has been the understanding of human behavior. Understanding and predicting human behavior will help humans in exerting more control over situations. The bases of human behavior are the cognitive processes underlying them. The present course is an attempt to discuss and understand the basic cognitive processes that guide human behavior. The knowledge from the course will be useful in tackling everyday problems and attaining optimal solutions. Additionally, we can use knowledge about human cognitive systems in designing sophisticated artificial intelligence, AI, systems that learn from mistakes and make our lives a lot easier to live. Why is it necessary to study cognitive psychology? We can better pinpoint ways to measure human intellectual abilities, develop new strategies to combat memory problems, and decode the workings of the human brain, all of which ultimately have a powerful impact on how we treat cognitive disorders. How important is cognitive psychology to your life as a student? Cognitive psychology enhances learning process. These strategies may help you understand the material more efficiently and enhance your memory of it. Some of the cognitive strategies you can use include summarizing or annotating readings, predicting outcomes, and reflecting on what you've learned. Why is cognitive theory important in psychology? Cognitive theory seeks to understand human learning, socialization, and behavior by looking at the brain's internal cognitive processes. Cognitive theorists want to understand the way that people process information. How important is cognitive learning? Cognitive learning theory, benefits and examples. Cognitive learning theory can improve learners' comprehension when attempting new subjects or tasks. With cognitive learning, students learn by doing. This hands-on approach allows learners to gain a deeper, more comprehensive understanding of new materials. What is human mind in psychology? Mind is in some sense reflected in such occurrences as sensations, perceptions, emotions, memory, desires, various types of reasoning, motives, choices, traits of personality, and the unconscious. Why is cognitive psychology hard? Cognitive psychology is a difficult subject to study, not because it is intellectually challenging, but the subject of study is invisible to human eyes. In addition, the processes involved within our brain are not always clear. Who is the father of cognitive psychology? Ulrich Richard Gustav Nietzsche. Ulrich Richard Gustav Nietzsche, the 8th of December, 1928, the 17th of February, 2012, was a German-American psychologist, Cornell University professor, and member of the U.S. National Academy of Sciences. He has been referred to as the father of cognitive psychology. Nietzsche researched and wrote about perception and memory. What are the 5 principles of cognitive theory? The 5E model consists of 5 phases: engagement, exploration, explanation, elaboration, and evaluation. What is cognitive importance? Cognitive skills occupy a vital role in an individual's overall development, as they include some of the brain's core functions such as thinking, reading, learning, retaining information, and paying attention, and are used to solve problems, remember tasks and make decisions. What is cognitive level? The cognitive process is divided into 6 levels from lower to higher: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. What are the 3 levels of human mind? Psychodynamic psychology. Introduction to psychology. Sigmund Freud divided human consciousness into 3 levels of awareness: the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious. Each of these levels corresponds to and overlaps with Freud's ideas of the id, ego, and superego. What is the main point of cognitive theory? Cognitive theory is grounded in the idea that individuals must first understand a concept before they can use language to express it. It argues that, in order to understand new concepts, children, or adults, must develop their cognitive abilities and build their own mental image of the world. What are the 5 principles of cognitive theory? The 5E model consists of 5 phases: engagement, exploration, explanation, elaboration, and evaluation. Cognitive psychology is the branch of psychology that studies mental processes including how people think, perceive, remember, and learn. As part of the larger field of cognitive science, this branch of psychology is related to other disciplines including neuroscience, philosophy, and linguistics. Cognitive psychology has 2 meanings. 1. Sometimes it is a synonym for the word cognition, and so it refers to the variety of mental activities. 2. Sometimes it refers to a particular theoretical orientation that emphasizes people's knowledge and their mental processes. For example, a cognitive psychology explanation of stereotypes, a fixed, oversimplified, and often biased belief about a group of people or traits. On the mental categories we create and on the social judgments we make. System of theories which states that human mental and physical activity can be explained in terms of information processing by a computer, and attempts to investigate how mind works by focusing on how organisms perceive, remember, think and learn is labeled as cognitive psychology. This branch of psychology is an emerging discipline. It integrates ideas from fields such as artificial intelligence, epistemology. Epistemology is the theory of knowledge. It is concerned with the mind's relation to reality. Linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language, and its focus is the systematic investigation of the properties of particular languages as well as the characteristics of language in general. Mathematics, neuroscience, and philosophy. It maintains that 1. Behavior can only be understood by studying the underlying mental processes. 2. Interaction between an organism and its environment influences its behavior as well as its knowledge of the environment, which affects its future response to the environment. 3. How animals behave may not be applied directly to the study of human behavior, but how machines learn may be. 4. Development of learning strategies and structuring of learning environment brings understanding. 5. Knowledge is not something that is acquired but something that is created by a learner based on what he or she already knows. 6. An instructor should focus on encouraging exploration and knowledge formation, development of judgment, and acquisition and organization of information by the learner. Cognitive psychology is a subdiscipline of psychology exploring internal mental processes. It is the study of how people perceive, remember, think, speak, and solve problems. Cognitive psychology differs from previous psychological approaches in 2 key ways. It accepts the use of the scientific method, and generally rejects introspection as a valid method of investigation, in contrast with such approaches as Freudian psychology. It explicitly acknowledges the existence of internal mental states, such as belief, desire, idea, knowledge and motivation. Cognitive psychology has also influenced the area of cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, where the combination of cognitive and behavioral psychology are used to treat a patient. A cognitive psychologist might study how people perceive various shapes, why they remember some facts but forget others, or how they learn language. Cognitive psychology can also be used to refer to activities in a variety of other disciplines and subdisciplines. Some subdisciplines, like cognitive neuropsychology, developmental cognitive neuropsychology, cognitive neuropsychiatry, and cognitive neuroscience, include the cognitive signifier in their own titles. Others, such as behavioral neurobiology, linguistics and artificial intelligence, do not, and some practitioners of these might well object to finding themselves included under the cognitive psychology. The topics of perception, attention, language, categorization, reasoning, problem solving, and memory are central to the study of cognition. And cognition has broadened to include topics that have not always been seen as readily amenable to a cognitive approach, for example consciousness and emotion. Careers in cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychologists can work at universities doing research or teaching. They can also work in the private sector in organizational psychology, software development, or human-computer interaction. Another option for cognitive psychologists is working in a clinical setting treating patients for issues related to mental processes, like Alzheimer's disease, speech problems, memory issues, sensory difficulties. You can work in some entry-level jobs with a bachelor's degree in cognitive psychology, but most opportunities will be available to people with a master's or doctorate degree. Most research done by people with master's degrees is supervised by cognitive psychologists with doctorate degrees. As we conclude this insightful journey with PsychOasis, we hope you've gained valuable tools and perspectives to enhance your academic success and personal growth. Remember, the art of the mind is a lifelong journey, and we're thrilled to be part of your exploration. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback fuels our commitment to delivering content that empowers and inspires. Stay curious, stay focused, and keep unlocking the endless possibilities within your mind. Thank you for being part of the PsychOasis community. Until next time, happy studying, and may your path to success be as unique and remarkable as you are. Take care, and remember, the journey of the mind never truly ends.